All right, welcome to the Explainer. You know, the stock market, it's got this incredible pull, right? It just screams financial freedom, quick wins. But let's be real, for most people who give it a shot, the reality is, well, it's something totally different. So let's get right into it. Why are so many retail traders losing their shirts? And, way more importantly, how can you actually be one of the ones who wins?
Take a look at this number. 90%. What do you think that means in the world of trading? Maybe the odds of making it big? The secret formula? Well, the truth is a lot harsher.
Yeah, you heard that right. According to the data from SEBI, India's big market regulator, a mind-blowing 90% of active retail traders lose money every single year. And we're talking about the derivatives market here, futures and options. This isn't just a tough game, you guys. For most people, it's a losing game. So we gotta ask, why?
Okay, so the first huge reason, and probably the most common one, is people jumping in with all this excitement, but absolutely no map. It's like trying to navigate a stormy sea without a compass. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You see a stock that's just taken off, you hear some buzz online, and you dive right into day trading, or options. You're just clicking, buy, sell, hoping to catch that wave and make some easy money. It's the classic move for new investors, and it's powered almost entirely by hope, not a real solid plan.
And what happens when you trade without that compass? Well, this next number pretty much says it all. 80%.
So get this, a report found that 80% of day traders that just quit within the first 2 years. And the main reason? It's exactly what we're talking about, no thought-out trading plan. If you don't have clear entry and exit points that are based on actual research, you're not really trading, you're just gambling. And the market? It's a casino that does not like to lose.
And when you don't have a plan, it almost always leads to these huge mistakes in managing your risk. Just think about it. Trading without a stop-loss order, that's like driving a car with no brakes. Using way too much borrowed money or margin, that means even a tiny little dip can completely wipe you out. And holding on to a losing stock just because you hope it'll come back, well, that's just your hope turning into a major financial problem.
But here's the thing. Even if you have the world's most perfect plan, you've still got to face your number one enemy. And it's not the market, it's your own emotions. Welcome to the emotional roller coaster, folks. This is what trips up even the smartest traders out there.
You see, every single trade is basically a tug of war happening inside your own head. On one side, you've got your raw emotions. You've got fear, which makes you sell in a panic right when prices are at their lowest. You've got greed, which makes you buy too much when everything's already peaking. And then there's good old FOMO, the fear of missing out, that has you chasing stocks that have already gone to the moon. But on the other side, that's your plan. That's where you find patience, discipline, and cold, hard logic. Winning this game means letting your plan call the shots, not your feelings.
Okay, so let's say you've got your plan, and you're keeping your emotions in check. You're all set, right? Well, not quite. There's another huge piece of the puzzle you have to understand. You're not trading in a vacuum. You're out there swimming with sharks. You've probably heard people throw around terms like algos or algorithmic trading. So what in the world is that? Well, to put it simply, it's the big guys, the large institutional investors using super powerful computers to make millions of trades in the blink of an eye. Seriously, fractions of a second. They are faster than you, they are more disciplined than any human can be, and they are playing on a completely different level.
So, what does that actually mean for you? You ever seen the market just nosedive or shoot up so fast you can't even react? Chances are, that's them. These high-speed algorithms create this intense volatility, these flash crashes and sudden spikes that are basically designed to catch regular retail investors off guard and trap them.
So I know what you're thinking. The odds seem completely stacked against you, right? It all sounds pretty bleak. But, and this is a big but, there is an antidote to losing. And listen, it's not some secret stock tip someone's going to whisper in your ear. It's not a magic formula. It's a complete, fundamental shift in how you approach the game.
The path to actually winning is built on 3 main pillars. First up is education, and I mean really, truly understanding how the market works. Next, you need discipline. That's the guts to not only make a plan, but to actually stick with it,
even when your emotions are screaming at you to do the opposite. And finally, patience. Honestly, this might be the hardest part of all. It's about waiting for the right moment to come to you, instead of just chasing every little flicker on the screen.
Think of this as your personal cheat sheet for survival in the market. You see the pattern here, right? Every single common mistake on one side, trading with no strategy, chasing rumors, being emotional, it has a direct solution, a defense, on the other side. The answer isn't some big secret. It's a system. It's about building a solid defense against every single one of your own worst instincts.
And that brings us to maybe the most powerful idea of all. The market doesn't conspire against you, our own mistakes defeat us. Just let that sink in for a second. It's a total change in how you see things. The game isn't rigged against you personally. The market is just the market. It's the arena. We are the ones who defeat ourselves with bad planning, emotional decisions, and a total lack of discipline.
So, when it all comes down to it, success in trading isn't really about finding that one perfect stock. It's about perfecting your own process. It's about changing your mindset from being a gambler at the table to being the house. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. Are you ready to stop fighting the market and start mastering yourself?